It's a Super Bowler world, and we're just living in it. I've tried a lot of different Super Bowler armies, tweaking a bunch of things, and I really like this army. To start the army off, you're going to want to put the Dragon Duke to a flat or a corner to funnel out some of the base for you. The Dragon Duke does not have the Angry Jelly now, so you have to think of the Dragon Duke kind of like the King's pathing, and the closest building the Dragon Duke's going to go to. It doesn't matter what the building is. So I like to put an Invis spell to redirect the Duke. One thing is you do not want to go into the Monolith or a Sweeper. No bueno. The next part of the army is you're pretty much going to place everything down except the King and the Queen. You're going to put your Warden, the Healers, Ice Golem, Super Bowlers, pretty much everything else into where you just created that funnel with the Dragon Duke. Next, you're going to put the King and Queen with either an Ice Golem if there's a lot of defenses, or just the King and Queen by itself. Shoot the giant arrow, create that funnel for your Super Bowlers. Now, if there isn't a lot of damage for the King and Queen, I sometimes like to put the King with the main army if the Queen can survive quite a long time. But in this base, that wasn't the case. Then you're pretty much just going to make sure your troops path into the core, and then once they get into the core, the CC's dealt with, you want to pop that Heroic Torch ability and Eternal Tome, use your rage spells, revive the Dragon Duke when there's not an air defense or something that will kill it, and just watch the base get melted. Especially if it's one of these cores, stack core bases. They just get absolutely demolished if you use your spells correctly. Let's get into the first attack. So with these type of bases, you got to be careful with the Monolith, and these are tricky. So I kind of just wanted to kill the Minion Prince, get the Inferno, deal with the CC hopefully, and if I can get the Revenge Tower, even better. But the Minion Prince is a menace for these armies. So I was like, oh, if you can get kind of this section funneled out, we're great. Or you want to get a Revenge Tower. You want to get one of those two. I've done a lot of friendly challenges with bases like this. You either want to enter from the Town Hall if you can and kind of get rid of that. Get one of the Revenge Towers, or just try to create a funnel. But normally this bottom compartment is baited, so it's very hard. I feel like the game volume is a little too loud. So I think I put my King and Queen a little too early because there's really nothing. I should have probably used my Skelly spell like right around here and then distracted the Monolith, the Guardian. But the Guardian just wrecks. We'll see. Yeah, just wrecked my King and Queen. They're both down right here. So that made this... I revived the Dragon Duke just to take care of those two spitters. But I don't think I had to, just because the Warden ability and Rages, the bounces would have taken care of them. I think I probably should have delayed it a little bit to keep the Dragon Duke safer. And now he's kind of just on his own. But the King and Queen going down to the Guardian, like, look at the Guardian, dude. He's just a menace. So I used the Skelly spell to distract, use that Invis to just keep the Dragon Duke alive and regen a little bit of health. It worked. And off the Gold Storage. It worked. It worked. We have a couple bowlers left. We're going to just... Once the Dragon Duke got that, I knew we were good, because I knew it would regenerate enough HP by the time the Dragon Duke made it all the way to the Town Hall. And we can just 4x this. If the Guardian would kill pretty much a fully healthy Warden and Dragon Duke. We did get an air bomb, but on to the next attack. Okay, this base. We've all seen this base so many times. When I had the Dragon Duke Angry Jelly combo, I would like to push this into the core. But now that we don't have the Angry Jelly, it's a little bit harder to get the pathing. But the funnel is better now that we're using the Phoenix. The one issue with using the Dragon Duke with the Angry Jelly is all those trash buildings don't get picked up. And you just... Even the Baby Dragon and Valkyrie just wasn't enough to create a good funnel consistently. And I noticed a lot of the times my attack failed because of that. Now, I might try this exact same army with the Angry Jelly and just see how it does. But with the Overgrowth, because maybe the Overgrowth will help combat the poor funneling. And then I'll probably take away a Super Bowler for a couple cleanup troops. But the Dragon Duke still creates a really good funnel here. And like, they go all the way to this Fire Spitter. I don't think they get the Fire Spitter down, but they do trigger the Rage. Pull the CC. Like, great job by the Dragon Duke. Dragon Duke hasn't even died yet, and got all that funnel. The Dragon Duke will go down because of the spitter and everything. But then we put everything from the top side, king to funnel the outside. And then we want to push everything kind of right here. That is the plan. Look at that. Dragon Duke pulled the revenge or the rage. Like, what a beautiful charge by the Dragon Duke. Like, got so much value. I sent the king by himself just so the troops wouldn't go this way. I believe I could have delayed it a little bit, but I think it's fine. Okay, that overgrowth was a mess up. I meant to only overgrowth like this section in the fire spitter, but I just fat fingered it. I almost chalked this attack because of that. That's too much. I wanted the rage tower exposed, but I wanted to cover that revenge or the fire spitter and those infernos. I think if I would have done that, it would have been a lot smoother. But I popped the rage, popped the eternal tome. I used a freeze on those multis because they just wreck healers. Look at that ice golem doing nothing. But bowler bounces do work. Look, we still have plenty of troops. The queen's still alive barely. Healers OP. The queen did God's work there. But we have plenty of troops alive. There's only one thing that's gonna destroy this army. So we'll 2x it. So it still worked out, but if I had to redo this, just have a better overgrowth. The third attack of the day is this base, and this base was tricky. So I put the Dragon Duke to that corner. A lot of times when you have that many heroes on the town hall, you don't want to put the Dragon Duke into that, but you don't want to leave that for the end of the attack. That's just how you will not triple any of these bases. So I used that invis a little early, but I really wanted the Duke to go create the rest of the funnel, get that expo, that sweeper, and just kind of get some more defenses. So I left the town hall for the end. I thought I had enough value where I could send the town hall at the end. It was, you know, we just like to risk it for the biscuit here. My name is Risky, so the Dragon Duke is still alive. Look at that. But I should have used a spell to distract. The giant just got absolutely obliterated. The Dragon Duke is still alive. I didn't create a good funnel though, so I probably should have put the king and queen over here. But as you see, I used the overgrowth to try to push some of the troops in. It worked. I got very lucky. Used the ability, but like, look at this split. I got a horrendous split. We got 4 super bowlers here, 3 over here, but enough to get the core down with the rage. We have 3 ice golems alive. This is nothing. It's just a scatter shot, so I'm not worried about that. They get the core, and we have a lot of troops still alive. And I kept the rage, and I still have a revive. The Dragon Duke hasn't died yet. Like, what the bonkers is going on? So we want to use a rage. The ice golems pop in a godly spot. Poison the CC. I'm like, oh, this base is cooked. I still got like 3 spells. I got the Dragon Duke, revive. Like, we don't need the revive, but I think I do it anyways just for time's sake. But crushed it. Yeah. Did I bring back the dab? No, I'm just kidding. But we can just 2x it. Base was somehow crushed. Like, I don't know. I was worried going to the town hall, but I was worried for nothing. On to the next one. Another diamond style base. A lot of diamond style bases. Those are very difficult. We don't want to go into the mono. Look where the sweepers are. Look where the bomb hive is. Look where all the major components that, you know, where are the air defenses for the Dragon Duke. So in this one, like, look at that town hall. That is another menacing town hall. Menacing. So my goal was to get a fire spitter. I was like, I need a fire spitter here. And if we could pull the CC, sure. I mean, I'm honestly kind of shocked it wasn't a mass headhunter CC, but I guess they suspected. I don't think I had to use that invis, but I was like, you need to get that fire spitter. I don't care what you do, champ. Get that fire spitter. I don't know. I guess a lot of people aren't charging directly into the town hall, so a mass CC really wouldn't do anything. But then we go straight into that town hall. We're only facing 1 spitter now, which is a lot better than facing 2 spitters. Like, what is that Guardian doing over here, bro? He almost chalked my attack. Poison that furnace. We're just going to 2x this a little bit just because we're just dealing with so much. We didn't use a rage. Probably could have used a rage, but it worked out. I overgrowth the core just to keep everything inwards, get rid of that bomb hive. Let's go back to 1x speed. That revenge tower scared me quite a bit, but I'm like, okay, well, we should be fine. We have a lot of troops in that core, especially if we rage up the queen, the king. A raged up revenge tower is scary, but look at that. King and queen, or sorry, the bowlers and the queen took care of business. Really, the only thing left that's scary is this monolith. We have so many bowlers alive. So this is where I revived the Dragon Duke. I'm like, yo, homie, you gotta clutch up. You gotta clutch. Look at that monolith. Bro, you're like, not even in range. Oh, he is in range. The shadow. The shadow's what you gotta look at. Like, what a dumb defense. Monolith has, like, infinite range, bro. But, like, we got 6 Super Bowlers alive. Like, 5, 6. I can't count that many. Counting's hard. I think we have 6. I can't tell. But, like, we had so many troops. I'm like, bro, if these troops do not get the monolith, like, I'll be pissed. We had so many troops have a freeze, like, triple. Let's go. On to the next attack. Boom. We got King Bob for the next attack. This is kind of like the same as that stack core, but it's also not. It's a double rage, like box base, but it's so similar, like, layout to that stack core. We got King Bob of the minions, bro. Let's go. So we got monolith in the core. I'm not too worried about the monolith. We got in a crappy spot. I was really debating getting the town hall, because you get the town hall, the minion prince, but I don't know. It would have been really hard to path. Oh no, I mean the heroes would have pulled the Dragon Duke, but I really just wanted to get one of these rage tower triggered, and then pretty much kind of just go into the middle of the base or go this way. That's kind of, I was like, get just one of those rage triggered. We destroy it too, like, get the CC pull. Great Dragon Duke charge. Like, where are you going, Duke? Like, what were you following there? You could have made such a better funnel for me. I'm just thinking, like, where do I go from here? Do I go Town Hall or away from Town Hall? We decided against it because I can revive the Dragon Duke after, like, you know, I killed most of these defenses. Let's just 2x this. I want everything to walk in towards that core. Now, I could have had a split here. I could have. I got very lucky. That didn't happen. But the king and queen kind of just clean up the rest of that funnel for me. We deal with the CC. And then once we deal with the CC, I'm like, all right, we got every single troop I got in the core of this base. Let's use the last rage, like the warden ability. This base is going to be deleted. It has to be. And then we revived the Dragon Duke once that air defense went down. Or that was my thought process. Boom. Like, Ice Golem doing another fantastic job. The only thing that really scared me left was I had the Minion Prince and the Guardian on defense. But look at that Poison Lizard. If you can keep him alive, OP. OP. That's why you don't necessarily want to Warden Walk with this army, because the Poison Lizard will get targeted, and then that kind of defeats the purpose of having a Poison Lizard. That's a tongue twister for me, I guess. But this base was cooked like dunzo. Could have probably swagged a couple things, but we don't need a swag. On to the next attack. We got this base. Bro, this base was like around during the meteor golems. I can't stand this base, bro. I can't stand this base. It's a real pain to get into the town hall. You got to have the Super Bowlers go into the town hall. I don't know why I clapped so many times there. I'm sorry. Use that invis to get that fire spitter. That's all I cared about. I was like, I want a fire spitter. I'm not dealing with 2 fire spitters here. But, like, pretty good funnel. Now, I think I switched to a log launcher just to open up the base here. Nope, I think I wanted to, but then I just instinctively dropped the troop launcher. But, like, so the queen and the king have set the funnel. I don't think I had to pop the ability right there. I think there was enough broken where I could have waited, dealt with this core, and then popped it. I get kind of a nasty split here. So I rage up that one, like, all right, mistake by me. I thought the Warden was here. I thought the Warden was going to continue with the healers going this way. Warden did a hezzy fake. He juked me out. He sold me. So I revived the Dragon Duke because I'm like, oh, the Warden's going to go that way with Super Bowlers. Nah, champ. Nah, that didn't work out. Everything went down south, so this was scary. This was scary because I'm like, I basically just swagged E-Revive because the Dragon Duke just got melted. Melted. Didn't do anything. So I probably should have kept the revive spell till right now. Would have popped the Dragon Duke. The Dragon Duke would have then deleted this whole section with tanking. But whatever, it happens. I use that totem to distract. And then it's pretty much just your queen. Stay alive, queen. Stay alive, queen. Stay alive. And nope. Queen goes down. We gotta triple those. We gotta triple those. On to the next one. All right, the 7th attack of the day. We got another box double rage base. Very common. This base is very, 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 very common. Just with a lot of different variations. The sweepers were facing this way. I was so tempted again just to get this. But then I'm like, I got no pathing. I mean, I could then send all the troops this way with the like the king and queen here and like OG this section and keep everything around. But I don't know. So my thought process was, I don't know what the Dragon Duke's doing. Like, come on, get where I want you to go, homie. But try to get a raised tower triggered. And does that like one bother you? Because it bothers me on this replay. So get that rage tower triggered, lol. And I wanted to create a good little funnel here. Basically trying to create 2 channels. This was 1 channel, or 3 channels. This is another. I want the troops to go in the middle, and then king and queen to get this, pop this rage, and then we good. That was kind of the idea here. I put a totem and I put everything down just because I probably could have waited, but I didn't want that multi-gear destroying my army right away. I put an Invis or a Skelly spell to distract the Bomb Hive, Monolith, and Revenge. So that Skelly spell was OP. It's doing a great job. Even though there's multis there, it's doing fantastic. Now I did that Overgrowth to take away 1 spitter and to keep everything here. So King and Queen are doing a great job in the outside funneling. A rage. Now watch this core just get decimated. Now the ice golems scare me a little bit, but I popped the totem just to keep them closer. But look at those bounces. Got to town hall. Like amazing bounces. Got the guardian. Basically freeze that raise tower because that multi would have done absolute work to my army. It kind of split up, so it fizzled out a little bit here. But like, look at that minion prince, dude. I hate you. I hate you. But see, we didn't go into the town hall. That's where that tornado was. But this base was cooked. Cooked. Chef Risky in the house. On to the next one. I wish when you're doing like replays or something, you can kind of mute the chat just so it doesn't affect you. And holy decorations, get off my screen. All right, another diamond style base. We faced a very, very similar base to this today as well, and we tripled it. So I turned my brain off or something. You know what happens. You start having a good day. You get 6 out of 7 triples. You're like, oh, I'm going to have a perfect day or not. And then choke. You know, it sucks, but it happens. I think I could have went into that town hall. There's no... I mean, there's 4 heroes, but I could have gone. Put a Skelly spell to distract the Dragon Duke ability. But then I'm going into 2 spitters. Ooh. I don't know. The Dragon Duke didn't get great value here. I didn't get the Dragon Duke to go to the core. Like, I was really hoping the Dragon Duke could kind of clear this out instead. It didn't happen. I wall broke because I wanted the King and Queen to go in here. Like, there's already a mini funnel created. We're going to 2x. Use a totem for that Monolith, because Monolith is, bro, on something. In hindsight, Overgrowth this section. I don't care about the damages, but then this makes a weird split. Like where I put it, I wasn't really thinking. Nothing then gets the revenge tower as well. And like those healers are just gonna get shocked. So that's wonderful. Like, see, now we get like a weird split. Like, where instead of being in the core, maybe I should have overgrowth this entire section so everything goes in, or so everything goes down. Poor overgrowth. Poor overgrowth. So we're basically just like I got no healers left. Everything's dead. I have another rage, so I'm like, yo, just pop the rage. Like, we need a miracle here. Terrible attack, you know, a lot of mistakes, but we still have some things alive, so it's like we can maybe salvage this. I don't think I should have invis the multi, but it happens. Everything got melted by the town hall because of my terrible funneling. The Dragon Duke's gonna get melted here. Like, it's over. It's over. Sad day. I think if I get this base again, we either go directly into the town hall, get all those heroes right away, and then we go around the outside. But bad overgrowth placement. Still almost salvage it with all those mistakes. This army is very strong. We had a really good day though. So we're at 285 with like a 97. Not a time fail because I think the queen would have died, but a couple swag spells and troops there. And at 89, where I just made so many mistakes, and I still got a pretty high percentage. So this army is very strong. It's a lot more fun than throwers, in my opinion. But you got to keep the troops together, because then the healers do work. And then if you get some splits, you just got to do it on certain bases that don't have too much damage, where you can split it. But this army is fun. I'm going to keep trying to improve and tweak things. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.